Shinton, he didn't really fancy it this game week. He just said, "Oh, just get an early shower, lads."
Identified a load of players that I'd be happy to sell.
Brazilian. Oh, goalkeeper, Allison. There you go. So we're gonna roll the winner. Hopefully, it's someone that comments and watches to this point in the video. Mr. Lozano managed to get
Yeah,
injured, didn't he?
yeah, picked up I believe it was a hamstring injury.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Under 23's Road to Glory. Today, we've got a lot of admin on the account, so we're going to be taking you through the day and what we're looking to do, thoughts and opinions on everything. Of course, going through the results of the weekend, looking at some rewards, and obviously diving into the MLS side of things as well. So, if you do enjoy the Under 23 Road to Glory, do show me by hitting that like button and subscribing if you're new. Let's get into the episode today.
Yo, what's going on, people? What a lovely day to be reading these comments.
Yeah, we've got lots of comments over in the last video. Of course, I think. Do you know what I have found out on this channel that like this under 23 Road to Glory definitely gets just a ridiculous amount of comments. Obviously, a lot of the boys are in there for the comments Premier League, but just in general, some really nice comments, really motivating, to keep going on the series and stuff. We're on episode 25 now, so we're getting through it. And yeah, speaking of comments, the comments Premier League has been updated, and we have I think 3 people. Oh, I've actually forgot to add it. Duncan did put Leopold, but we got 3 people that have moved up the table. Let me see. There's no more Leopolds. No. So if you commented Leopold on the last video, then you did get 3 positions, or 3 points, should we say. So yeah, Royce has moved up the table. Royce and Sushi, Mr. Dan, he's been watching since like episode 1, I'm pretty sure. Then we got Wouter, who I'm pretty sure is relatively new to the series, and he's already in 4th position. So if that isn't motivating enough for if you've never entered before, and you don't really know what this is, then you can still win this. This is still up for grabs. I mean, Wouter's not been doing too many comments. I think he's pretty new and he's already up there. So all you have to do to enter into the Comments Premier League is literally comment on this video who you think is going to be the best performer in our gallery, and obviously get your comment in before the game week starts. And yeah, Duncan obviously moving up as well. Duncan obviously a long time servant of the channel, so yeah, good to see him up there. Me and Cal are just sort of we're a humble mid-table, Cal, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
chilling
we
at
just got to give other people a chance, you know.
Exactly. So yeah, so we're gonna wipe off all of the entries from the last video because unfortunately we didn't get none of these players scored points. We're gonna look at the ones that would have scored you points. So Leopold would have scored you 3 points. Obviously, 3 people, obviously noted him down. He scored 80 in the end, and scored a pretty nice free kick. Also with 20 AA as well. So obviously very good from Leopold, which some people actually called, obviously, because he was in the comments. Now the other 2 were a little bit rogue. So we had Leo Gremmel, who Cal, before we started recording, Cal actually said I suggested him to him, and I suggested him so long to Cal that I didn't even remember who he was. So I think I suggested Cal to buy this guy about, how long did you say, like a couple of months ago or something, a month or 2 ago.
Yeah,
And then Cal's picked him up, and recently, and he managed to score 79 this weekend with 43 AA. So I don't even remember suggesting this guy, to be honest, but yeah, he's done well, and if you did put him, then you would have scored yourself 2 points, and he's very cheap as well, guys, very cheap. So maybe if you're looking for a under 23 defender, maybe have a little look at him. And then the last player that would have scored you points would be Divine Wrench off the bench, which is a little bit, would be annoying for everyone that puts Sufyan, which was quite a popular pick, myself included, because Sufyan and Stassen scored 73 and Wrench scored 74. So literally 1 point off, but yeah, obviously Wrench come off the bench and scored a goal. So fair play to him. And then yeah, looking at the results then of the weekend, generally speaking, yeah. So we managed to pick up 5 essence from the first team, which is yeah. I mean, having a look at it now, I mean, we pretty much went as good as we could with the forward option, right, Cal? I think Malero, Asolani not get. I think well, Asolani technically was our best scorer, but it wouldn't have changed much who
Well,
we
the
put him
best
in.
scorer that we picked, Stassen
Yeah,
was the best out of them
yeah,
all, but he had a horrible matchup, so he was never
yeah.
gonna
So
get chosen.
So yeah, if we put I guess so. Obviously, if we put Stas in, but we didn't even put him in any lineup, then that would have done a lot better. But we can't really argue because the main team got promoted into Div One, so
Yeah,
that's always a positive. Sufyan, he done pretty well, got the clean sheet. Can't really ask much more from him. Like he did do well. Leopold in the same team, obviously brilliant. The keeper got a clean sheet, which is good. It's just the bits up top which are a little bit annoying. I believe Diarra went off injured, right, Cal?
yeah, yeah. In the first half,
Yeah, so he went off injured in the first half and already racked up 7 AA, so he was probably on to, get a 50 or a 60, especially because his team won as well. So a little bit annoying, but again, 5 essence, we'll take it, and a promotion. And then, yeah, the rest of the lineups is where it's a bit rough.
yeah,
So Shinton, he didn't really fancy it this game week. He just said, "Oh, just get an early shower, lads."
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Shinton decided he wanted an early shower. The rest of the boys didn't really want to do much either. I mean, yeah, Asolani, no DA out, in his team won 4-0. Baidu done alright to be fair to him. And Fujita okay as well, but yeah, generally speaking, not the best. I mean, we didn't yield anything from it. And then the third team, the man, the myth, the legend, Big Raul Torrente doing it once again. Come on. Legendary
There's just
performance from
yeah,
Raul. Just this man, every time he's 90% on to play, just doesn't fancy it, which is not good. So, yeah, pretty much generally speaking, anything outside the first team didn't really do the best. But yeah, I mean, we do have some essence. I don't know. Do we have much boxes and stuff to open today, Cal?
uh, 2 boxes and then
Nice.
a load of essence.
Right, so we'll get onto the rewards obviously later on in the video. But yeah, we're gonna crack on with the business. If you're watching this video now and you're thinking about signing up so rare, do not forget to use my link in the description down below. It does really help out a small creator like myself, and if you do use that link, you will even win yourself a free limited card. So looking at the business of the account over the week, and like I stated in the intro, that we have a lot of admin to do in the account this week, so we'll throw you over to Cal and he'll talk you through it.
Yeah, so we were just thinking of just trimming down the squad. We had 32 players, I believe it is, in the under 23 gallery, which is just an awful amount for really only 15 places.
Yeah,
So we'd almost doubled it. The gallery was quite bloated. And it just meant that trying to get the players that would make a difference were just a massive pain
yeah.
to go through. So
I think
I went
when
through the yeah.
Sorry, just to touch on that, I was thinking as well, like when so obviously Cal raised this point to me the other day, about the gallery being like, what's the right word, like oversaturated, and I was thinking, what is the advice that I keep giving to especially new users on Sorare, that they should try and aim to have like 6 players a lineup, almost maybe 7 at a push, but like for like 6 for your general strategy is quite good. So then me and Cal sort of worked out, right, if we've got 3 lineups and we only need 6 for each lineup, and we're sitting here with like 40 odd players, the maths don't quite math. So and then obviously if you've got such a big variety of players, then that means you're like we're pretty much like indirectly harming ourselves, because we're picking up lots of like players that are like bit park players when we could have put them all into a bit more of like a more prominent player. So yeah, I guess that's the strategy that we're thinking into now, is sort of selling off more of the bit park players to build into more like, I guess, players that might affect the lineups a bit more really.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've gone through, identified a load of players that I'd be happy to sell, whether that's they're up in price right now or they just don't really have a space in the gallery.
Mm.
So I've listed, I think I've listed 15 players right now. Because there's a couple players that either I'm not happy with their price, even though they're not going into any lineups. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the right time for a couple. But yeah, there's an awful amount of players now listed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these are reward cards as well, so it isn't that we've just bought 32 players and left them in the gallery. We've had quite a few crafts, so trying to get them offloaded as well.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, there's an awful lot.
I think as well, what we will say is obviously there might be a few players in here that you guys don't want us to sell, or like you think that they've got more to offer for the gallery. But like yeah, with that being said, obviously feel free to leave a comment if there's someone in here that you think we shouldn't be selling. Obviously with that being said, by the time we read the comment, they could have already sold. But as things stand, we just feel like this is the right strategy to do, because even if we sell like these pieces that you see on screen, they're like not a necessity to all of our lineups, so therefore even if we can sell them all and accumulate 3 or 4 quid, that 3 or 4 quid could go into like the main lineup and make it a little bit stronger. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. I mean, me and Cal were discussing yeah, we're sort of spending the whole day on the account really today, just like sort of really being hypercritical of the strategy, and I think yeah, that's the main thing that we realised, that we just need a bit more, yeah, a little less mess and more, I guess I don't know, star power esque kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I think it does make sense overall just to bin off some of the players that maybe haven't quite done it for us, and cut our losses on a market right now that is, yeah, well, obviously we're spending the day on the market and we're noticing that generally speaking everyone is pretty low, and yeah, I don't know whether that is because MLS is out and people are selling for MLS, or maybe people are just like finished with their strategy for the year and they're just sort of selling up and waiting for next year. I don't really know, but me and Cal always sort of believe anyway, if you buy and sell on the same market, you're not really losing out, are you? So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into a big strategy talk about the market, but generally speaking, if you're buying and selling on the same market, you're not really losing out on too much. So yeah, I think that's the strategy that we're going to go with, isn't it, Cal?
yeah, yeah. No, exactly.
Mm,
Just less faff, more decisive,
mm,
decisive picks from now on.
yeah. Yeah, so I guess with that, with the business out of the way, then, or you guys understand pretty much over the next like couple of weeks. Obviously, it's going to take a while for these cards to sell, and we will update you guys, obviously every week on it. But yeah, pretty much as far as business goes, for the next couple of weeks, it should be a lot of outgoings, and then hopefully a couple of key, I guess, incomings, over maybe in a 2 or 3 weeks time, or 2 or 3 episodes time. Hopefully, all of this that you see on screen would have sold, and we can bring in 1 or 2 like bit more like prominent names to the gallery. So, with that being said, if you guys have any ideas for like players that maybe 1, 2 quid, 3 quid, a bit more like higher up in their teams than the boys you see on screen, then do let us know in the comment section. But without any further ado, I think we're going to get on to the rewards for today. Um, so yeah, I'll pull up Cal on screen. There we go. So yeah, so we got how much essence did we get? 5 essence for the under 23s, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then the rest
Um,
is MLS.
yeah, and the rest is MLS, which we will talk about later on in the video. You guys know that we usually get to the MLS stuff nearer to the end. So if you're interested to see how San Diego got on, then be sure to stick around till the end of the video to see. But yeah, we've got a couple of boxes for the under 23s, so let's rip them open. Bum, 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 bum.
Just
Nice.
tickets, just tickets. Oh, love that, but doesn't matter because we have
Got a
got a
craft.
craft. I believe it's like 90% MLS. Oh,
Okay.
only 70. So there is a
Yeah,
chance,
good on them.
but
Let's see what we
we'll
get.
see. Aiming for at least 100 on the card. That's
Ooh,
not good. I
Brazilian. Oh, goalkeeper. Allison. Oh,
don't know who this is.
I don't know who this is either.
He
Bro, I've heard of him. I've
He
heard of him.
plays.
Yeah, I think he does. I think. Why do I feel
One
like he does
moment.
play. I feel like he's a star keeper, no?
Well, he scored quite well last
Yeah.
game.
Oh, damn, he could be worth a couple of. Oh my,
Ah, well then. Well then.
damn. I did not expect that.
That
I was thinking, no way he's a starter. I was thinking he's like a second goalkeeper.
I
Damn, that is a healthy tier 5 craft. That is like
Jeez,
that's
jeez.
sort of like
Okay.
I'm like holy
Wait,
damn.
I'm gonna try and work that out.
He must
Surely
he
that's a tier one.
yeah,
What is it,
crazy.
Cabral? It's not a tier one.
There you go.
It's tier two.
Tier 2. Wow, so we managed to
Oh,
pull out a tier 2 card from a yeah, tier 5 craft, which was earned from the I think was that earned from the San Diego boys, or the it would have been the San
uh,
Diego boys, right? Or under 23 was it?
no, no, that would have been um the Gould lot. My Gould Gooners
Oh,
team.
okay. So unfortunately,
Well,
we can't.
partially that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue we have, because we obviously have a few sort of things
Yeah.
running on this account that we don't really know how. I don't even know how you want to split that. Are we? Is any of that going to under 23s? I'm not sure.
Well, technically it was a 77 to 22 split.
Okay, so
So,
maybe when the keeper sells, we give 22% to the under 23s.
yeah,
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, and then the rest of it will obviously go towards the San
yeah,
Diego stuff, and I guess Gold's boys then, or what, Gold's Gooners should I say? um,
yeah,
so yeah, so if and when this Raphael sells, pretty much 17% of it, or 22%, was it
yeah,
22?
yep, 22%.
22% of 17, whatever that is, we'll work it out and put it on the
Yeah.
spreadsheet. We'll go towards the under 23s, which will help us purchase some of the new play. Oh, there you go, got it on the screen.
Oh, it does.
I was gonna
It
say
doesn't
you.
even tell me, does it?
No, I was gonna say you can see on the spreadsheet anyway, which is linked in the description. We'll obviously
Three
work
pound
that out.
fifty.
£3, yeah, we'll take it. Well, considering we're trying to sell all of that for like a couple of quid, every little helps towards the series, so we'll take that.
Yeah.
So yeah, brilliant, well, fantastic craft there, as you boys have just seen. And we will go on to the lineups then for the weekend. Now, obviously, like we always say, you do not have to pick players from the Comments Premier League that we use. You can pick anyone in the gallery. I mean, two people that got points the two people that got points from the last under 23s weren't even in our lineups. So
Yeah.
yeah, so this is what we've gone with. Obviously, we only have two proper efforts this week. Ignore that I know I've got this the wrong way around, actually, having a look at it. But the team in the middle would be the third team, because obviously Shinton got a red card, so he won't play. So that's just a four-man effort that we're throwing out there in attempts to get a box. And then, yes, so we will say the first team probably doesn't change. We'll probably keep that.
Yeah.
Um, but the second team is absolutely liable to change. The main one here is Brennan. Now, we do know that Kulusevski has just picked up a foot injury. We just don't know the severity of it as of today when we're recording. So, yeah, we put Brennan in hopes that he might get a start. But obviously, if Kulusevski is fit, Kulu probably starts. In which case, we will sub out Brennan for someone else when we get a bit more team news. But yeah, we're going to go with something like that for the second team, and the first team will be as probably not much change in there. Obviously, if something you know how Sorare is, guys. If it comes to the deadline, you get deadline news. Might have to swap out a player here or there. But yeah, these are the lineups going into it. And Cal, I believe it's your pick first for the Comments Premier League this week. So who are you going to go for?
I will go for. Oh, I'm gonna go for Sufyan.
Ooh, my pick last week, Sufyan. Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go for Nick Shin. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna go for. Oh, who do I reckon's gonna have a week? Think. Oh, tricky pick actually. I might go. I think I'm gonna go Asolani. I think I'm gonna go
Oh,
Asolani this week.
I thought you were going to go for Enzo.
No, no, not this week for Enzo. Enzo is a is a pretty safe pick. To be fair, but I don't know why.
We want the
I think
differential.
Asolani. I just think Asolani's gonna. What did you say?
We're playing the differential in
Yeah, we
Comments
need
Premier League here.
we need it, mate. We need it. We need to catch up with the boys. Yeah. So we're playing. Me and Cal are starting to play the catch up game. You know what I mean? We're falling behind. So, yeah. All right. So yeah. So next on then moving on. Obviously, you guys get your comments in as to who you want to pick for the Comments Premier League. And moving on then, we have a giveaway from the last episode. So for those of you guys that know and follow us on Twitter and watch the last episode, you'll know that yeah, we have a giveaway for Alex Valley, which is this player on Cal's screen. You can see Alex Valley,
Yep.
and we're going to give them away to whoever wins this random pick here. And yeah, but I will say actually, I'm going to put this in the video. What I'm going to do is we're going to pick a winner, and if this winner doesn't comment on this video, it's going to roll over to the next video. Do you like that, Cal?
Yeah.
Because then it's got to be
We've got
someone.
to
It's got to
keep
be
them on
yeah,
toes.
yeah. Keep them on their toes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep picking a winner until it's someone that comments on the video. I feel like that's pretty fair. You know, they got to be active. So there you go. So we're gonna roll the winner. Hopefully it's someone that comments and watches to this point in the video. If not, it's gonna roll over to the next one. And it's Karub. I'm pretty sure he has already won one of my giveaways before. So this man is just mega lucky. If he comments on this video, then Karub, you'll win yourself an Alex Valley. If you don't, then it's going to roll to the next video, and you boys will be back in with another chance to win an Alex Valley. So moving on then, we have yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the San Diego stuff and how they got on. Obviously, they drew 0-0 with St. Louis City. I mean, St. Louis City literally drew their first game 0-0 as
Yeah.
well. So, pretty boring team to go watch right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think the main talking points, I guess, for San Diego would be Mr. Lozano. Managed to get
Yeah.
injured, didn't he?
Yeah. Picked up I believe it was a hamstring injury. It was non-contact. He just pulled up after trying to sprint for the ball, and then immediately got subbed off. And I think the latest news that I've seen is that he's out for 4 to 6 weeks, which is not ideal for the marquee player. But there is replacements. Just hoping it's not Emmanuel Boateng, because he is the worst player I've seen play. But my God, he's dreadful. So I just hope it's not him. But
Yep.
there is some other stars they've got. I mean, Yepi, another quality score from him. I think he got 87 before my bonus. It was incredible. And then unsung hero Paddy McNair. 2 weeks in a row that he has dropped more than 30 AA,
Damn.
and he has just been an absolute rock.
Yeah.
Or it might take him a little while to get up to speed. Obviously not playing for West Brom, but he's just, yeah. I mean, it might just be the like fitness gap between the Championship and every
Yeah.
other league going.
Yeah, that is true.
So
It's quite a demanding league, isn't it?
yeah,
Championship.
yeah. So he's probably
um.
coming. He's like, oh, this is a holiday now.
Yeah.
Like, this is lovely. And then a special shout out to CJ Dos Santos as well, keeping another clean sheet. He's
Cooking.
been playing really well for the first 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so in terms of like how this affects the first team, obviously you boys can see the first team that we did list. I think so going forwards then, do you wanna show us what we've got lining up for next week?
Subject to change one player.
Yeah, so we've got CJ, Negri, Delator, Yepe, and Andrastrea, and I think is it McNair the one that we might be
I
putting in?
might bring in McNair for Luca Della Torre
Mm,
or Negri, depending on. I'll need to look close to the time on the predicted lineups.
yeah,
If Negri's on to play, then Della Torre's out. But if Negri's like a 70%, then he'll be the one gone.
yeah. Yeah, so obviously, and as well, you guys obviously did see the craft earlier in the video. So a lot of I'm assuming was that wouldn't have had anything to do with San Diego, would it? Because you only earned money with
No,
San
not
Diego.
at all.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
all
just money.
got into gold schooners then. So,
Yeah.
for those of you guys that don't know what that is another a series that we have on the channel. So obviously I have Almiron's Army, which is a community series which you boys can get involved in, and Cal is getting involved in with gold. So obviously, very good start for Cal
Yeah.
because the starting budget for this series is £20 with a marquee player, and he's just gone and returned at least a good 10-15 quid of that in one sitting. So yeah, I think in
Yeah.
terms of return on investment, I think Cal, you pretty much paid for your series in one craft.
Yeah. I think it actually pays for what I've spent on the team, because I didn't spend all the budget to start with.
Yep.
So
Um,
if that's not a bigger advertisement to get involved, then I don't know what else is.
Yeah. So what do you think you're gonna do going forward with that? Do you or are you not you're not thought about it yet? Because well,
I didn't
obviously,
think I'd have that much.
what? Say again.
I didn't think I'd have that much money, to be
Yeah,
completely honest. I was,
cause I was
yeah,
thinking like as well like because obviously it's a good talking point. I know this is a different series, but I'm sure a lot of you boys that are watch under 23 Road to Glory will also be watching Almiron's Army. But this is something I have thought about for Almiron's Army is what if I get to a like because you don't necessarily need to spend all your budget. You know what I mean? Like you could just say like you know what I mean, you could end the season on positive budget. You know what I mean, you don't have to spend, you don't
yeah,
have to end the season on £0. Um, like for example, if you just won £15 or whatever, then you could just say, yeah, you've got £15 in the budget. You don't have to spend it. You can just keep it sort of just chilling there. Because I don't. How do you measure it? That's the thing with Almiron's Army. There's not really a way to measure success. I mean, because it depends what success is to you. Like if you think if for so rare if for you so rare is like oh you want to play so rare to make money and stuff, then obviously success in your mind would be to have the most budget at the end of the season. But then I could turn around and say success to me is fun, so therefore budget doesn't matter. I just want to have as much fun as possible. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess it depends what you've done Almiron's Army for. If you're doing it for the money sense, then yeah, I mean Cal's looking like he's in the lead right now. But yeah. We'll see what Cal does with that in the future. It'll be interesting. Obviously, you boys can
yeah,
check out Almiron's Army, which will be dropping on the channel on Sunday. And yeah, maybe we'll get a little update from Cal and see see what he decides to do with it. But yeah,
yeah,
moving forward then. Yeah, I just want to say massive shout out to everyone that is coming back and checking out on this, checking out this series. We've been going a long time now, 25 episodes, and the gallery or the lineups are looking like this. I mean, not too bad. Obviously, we've got three lineups, which at the start of the series we were grinding towards, which is like kind of like the main objective, I guess. And I don't really know what the next step is for us, other than obviously selling and improving the sides, Cal. But I don't know. Again, we do need to sort of maybe work out what is success for us in this series, let alone Almiron's Army. We maybe we can set ourselves like a little I guess because we made Division One, we've got card rewards, we've had good crafts, we've got free lineups. Maybe we need to sort of set a little target or a little goal for us in the up and coming
well,
episodes. You got anything
I
on mind?
think I think the best people to ask would be the comments.
True.
What do they want to see us accomplish by
Yeah.
the end of the season? Well, I say season. We'll probably switch over to either MLS
Mm,
or the Japanese or Korean leagues
yeah.
when these ones finish. So just whatever they
Mm,
feel like's a good accomplishment for us, whether that's hitting 450 points or something with a team, which sounds outrageous with the players we've got. But yeah,
yeah.
anything like that, or if it's um, getting on a podium or something, just
Yeah.
whatever they feel like's
Yeah. I guess
attainable.
Yeah, I guess we could there's obviously loads of different roads of avenues we could go down next, but I think yeah, obviously, I mean, yeah, we're approaching sort of international break and stuff like that. I guess when we don't really know, well, we don't really have lineups for, but I guess we'll be looking to try and I don't know. I think because yeah, like I said, we can pretty much go anywhere with this series. We can go anywhere. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of like what is success for this series, because I think to me and Cal, we just enjoy just chilling, chilling, buying and playing the competitions and having fun with it, and just I think the satisfaction from us just sitting back and saying, I mean, we at the end of the day we spent 50 quid on this and we've got I mean, we've got a very good, like, I mean, we made 25 great episodes, built a fantastic community, and we have a great gallery to show for it. So, I mean, in terms of success, I would say pretty much job well done from our end. But obviously, we do know that you guys. You guys might want us to push for bigger and better things. So, with that being said, if you guys do have any ideas of like goals or something that you want to see the series try and attain and achieve, then do let us know, and we will push for that. But I think from me and Cal's perspective, obviously, like we touched upon in this episode, we're just going to try and sell up the riffraff, build it into these free lineups that you can sort of see on screen, make them even better, hopefully yield us a bit more, and maybe who knows, we might be able to sit on a podium one day. But yeah, with that being said, Cal, you got anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's
No.
all from me.
Brilliant. Okay, well, we'll catch you guys in a future episode. If you did enjoy, please remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.